It's through that that we will then inspire people to want to be a part of it. Because at that point, it clearly is different than what we've had for thousands of years. And what better feeling is there than to be a part of creating something that solves a lot of the problems, if not all of the problems of the past, and I think it's that inspirational factor. Like I was saying, a lot of people just go to church and they just do it because they feel like they have to. And there's just this deadness mentally and spiritually where it's that plague of obedience to what we've been told we have to do. And if you just drop that paradigm altogether and transition to one of empowerment, where it starts from alignment with fundamental principles that it doesn't matter what anyone says, I know that these principles are worth developing my integrity from. My value hierarchy, these fundamental principles, I can stand for these, and I can tell other people why. And one of those is freedom. And so I refuse to stray from this very set of principles that I derive my value hierarchy from, that inspires me to be the best version of myself and to co-create with other living temples of the divine. And so you can tell me I'm wrong for that. Oh, I have to believe this book and that book. My first question is, well, does it make me stray from the fundamental principles that have made me the best version of myself, having come from that religious paradigm of thinking? Like, I know where I was before. Now I'm here, and I know how I got here, and I know where I'm going. Like, if it tells me I must stray from this, you can't give me one good reason why I should submit to what you're telling me, when it all amounts to an argument from authority rooted in low vibration and frequency, and frankly flawed philosophy that I no longer want to adhere to. Like, that's the fundamental argument. And you guys are going to hear me debate many people in the very near future of all these different religions. And I can tell them why they will lose the debate from the second I have my first words with them. Because I just laid it out. That's it. And I'm either going to give up my sovereignty and give up my understanding that the kingdom is within me, and give up the very thing that empowers me to focus 100% on positive forward thinking, or I can return to backwards thinking that's rooted in separation and spends too much time on shame, guilt, and this feeling like God doesn't love me, or the idea that, God forbid, he would ever allow me to, as confused or lost as I ever could be, subject myself to eternal hellfire. Like that all of that is nonsense unless you submit to believing what the men told you must believe. I mean, like, anyway, that it's all about to unfold. But anyway, I'll let y'all.
No, hey, brother, that's. Hey, can I just say something real quick? It won't be long, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I love that you're moving into the kingdom, brother, and that you're preaching the kingdom, the true kingdom, and that the kingdom of love, and going up against the hierarchy and the religions. But do you think debating is the best use of your gifts?
Yeah, and that's a good question. The reason is yes, because simultaneously, like, I'm laying this new foundation, right? I mean, I spend every night up here trying to build this community. And you got to understand, too, when you have a debate, I'm not trying to convert the person I'm debating. I'm simply providing my worldview, and I'm actively laying the foundation for that future of humanity in the form of a debate. And so they're going to then present their worldview, and what, again, is historical, or it's where humanity has been. It's what's gotten us here to this broken world, right? And so it's in that debate. This is the beauty of debates. It's not to convince that guy. It's for the world to witness. They get to see the minds and the hearts colliding and sharing their differences of opinions. And so it's the audience that is seeking that will hear the debate, and in hearing that debate, it provides them the opportunity to choose for themselves.
It plants the seeds.
It plants the seeds. And then once we simultaneously build this community, it allows them to say, oh, okay, who's this Da Vinci guy? Okay. Oh, what's this Raise Our Awareness Revolution? Oh, let me go see their community. And then that's where we all take part in the creation, the magic of allowing these people to come to a community that operates through inspiration off of fundamental principles and zero submission to this older paradigm that we are sheep and we must submit to other men. And so the magic will happen simultaneously to me having these debates. It's just the nature of reality. As systems are collapsing, there are these differences of opinions, and so debating people is just a role that I have to play. It's just a part of the process. I would love to just go out and... Now, the irony of it is, I think I was bred for this because I do love debate. So now the important thing is understanding that the debate is just a necessary part of the process, and it does serve a role. It is an inevitable part of the process, I would say.
Yeah.
The important part is that you're being seen leading this life that you do want to see unfold, and having a great medium for that to flourish is the primary focus. Leading people this way without any force and allowing them to want to explore these ideas. Like, this is really empowering. That's really powerful.
That's what
It's really important.
Absolute. And the pathway is already forged. It's been forged for us by Christ. So it is the pathway of least resistance. It is
By who now? Who? What now? Who?
Yeah, no,
By
I
the
want
man-
him to
by the
elaborate
man-
on that. Yeah, yeah.
by the man that the story.
Elaborate, please.
Okay, by the man that this story of the Bible has been written about. It is forged.
Well, you want to break it? You want to break it down?
He will.
Yes, I am. Let me do that. The pathway of least resistance. The pathway of least resistance is what we have been kept from. Because again, we have always been told to search here, search there, search every other where apart from the version of self. And then all of those labels, as we separate ourselves from those institutionalized spaces, they continue to throw judgment upon those that have decided to take that pathway, to become that in which we were always meant to be.